It seems like ever since the era of Ronnie and Arnold, steroids have been picking up more and more in popularity. And as a gym fanatic like myself, who has been going pretty much consistently for the past 7 years, not really missing anything besides for vacations and things like that, it's something that has been on my mind as well, just because steroids allow you to look better, push more weight around, and stuff like that. But then people also forget to think about the risks associated with taking steroids, and especially when you're taking more and more, it's just extra stress on your body. And a lot of people who have taken steroids have come to understand that it's really taking years off of your life. And so this video we're going to go over the Tren twins, because it looks like one of them was hospitalized recently, and then over Sam Sulek, who's been blowing up on the internet as well, and kind of give my opinion on steroid use and things of that nature. I do apologize, the video is going to be kind of quiet. I'll do my best to raise the audio, but yeah, let's go ahead and look at it, and we'll see what it is.
The doc asked if I was on steroids, and my first response, I didn't know what to say.
They asked me too. I said, hell yeah. They already knew though. I came in with the freaking tank top and shit.
This is an anabolic ending. Imagine that. Killed by caffeine.
Doc, does it look like I'm on steroids? Are you asking me if I'm natty?
Doc, you think I'm natty, buddy? Fuck you, man.
Doc. Doc.
Oh, I see. I can let you throw a look at any second.
Alright. This is, Tren Twins.
Full review. Pharaoh supplements. Fuck yeah.
So as you can see there, they were kind of poking and playing around. It said even on there out of context. But I mean, let's face it though. I mean, taking steroids have really severe risks to it. I mean, look at Ronnie Coleman. I mean, he is just a shell of the man he once was when he was just killing it in his prime. I mean, even before he started taking steroids, he was ginormous. So it's really unfortunate that he decided to blast as many steroids as he did, and now I mean, I don't even think he's able to walk to this day yet without crutches and things like that. So there's really severe risks to it. I mean, obviously, if it's something where you've been training for a while and then you decide you would like to go on a cycle of it, well, then by all means. But I would say definitely review and research first to understand the risks, because it's not all, rainbows and Skittles and things like that. It's very, very harmful. And then another guy we were going to look at is Sam Sulek. I'm sure everybody knows him because he has been absolutely killing it online, and he is just a monster. And I believe he's only like 21 or 22. And so, yeah, we're just going to go over that a little bit as well. So, I mean, as you can see here, he is just an absolute monster. And I guess he's only 21 years old, which is crazy to me. I mean, his YouTube is blowing up, and his videos, I think people enjoy watching him just because he's just so, I don't know, it just seems so natural, just kind of talking to the camera, explaining what he's going to do. And then his exercises, he goes really hard to failure, which I am definitely a proponent of. That's how my training is really a lot. I mean, not as hard as him, of course, because I'm not blasting, but I do respect the grind as well, though. I mean, it's definitely not all steroids, of course. It's a lot of hard work on his part. But I mean, going over just this article here, it says, just at 21 years old, bodybuilder Sam Sulek has one of the most impressive physiques in the game. His unbelievable muscle proportions have led many to speculate he came to be this size and whether steroids played a role. So I thought he had actually come out about being on steroids. I mean, if he hasn't, I mean, that's okay. But I mean, let's keep it real, guys. He's definitely blasting. Like at 21 years old, if you saw the pictures before and after, it's you just don't gain that much muscle, especially as he's not even really that tall of a guy either. So to be that large at his height and everything and be that heavy, I think he weighs like 260 or something. It's just like anybody who's been lifting for more than a week, that's what I like to say. Anybody who's been lifting more than a week knows that this man's just blasting. Which, I mean, hey, if he wants to, he wants to. I mean, it's his own body. But I just don't want people to fall into the trap that they feel like they need to take steroids to have a great physique or to be super strong and things like that. Because it's like, steroids definitely help. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if it didn't help, people wouldn't take it. But there's also, I think, a lot of people who take these steroids and they don't understand the severe risks associated with it and how detrimental it can be to your health over the long term. I mean, it might not seem like in the short term, especially when you're younger, but I mean, like I said, there's been so many people who have passed away from taking steroids in their 40s, and you're not going to see anything maybe in the short term, but in the long term, you will see some side effects. And unfortunately, it does. There's so much stress on your body from all of the exogenous hormones and things like that, where it's just, you're taking years off your life. So I just don't want people to feel trapped and thinking they need to be that big to have a good physique or things like that. I mean, I'm only like 175. I don't have like the best physique in the world, but I appreciate what I've done because it's taken me a long time to get here, and I think I look decent. I'm never going to look as big as him because I won't be as big as Sam, but at the end of the day, that's okay. It's just something. It's one of those things that you just have to accept and move on. There's just some people who are gifted with strength naturally, and some people who aren't. Some people are gifted to be just larger, more muscular than others, and that's, I mean, a lot of it plays into genetics as well. But I just want people to enjoy lifting for the health benefits, for the overall mood improvements that you get from it. I definitely am a proponent of exercise, eating healthy, sleeping well, things like that. But it kind of, in a way, taking steroids kind of defeats the purpose for me. If some of you understand what I'm saying. I mean, it is really cool to think about being able to just put on muscle that I just would never get otherwise, and just being able to lift weight that I would never even dream of lifting. Being able to hopefully lift as much as Larry Wheels. I mean, I wouldn't even if I did take steroids, but just kind of that mindset. But it's just kind of one of those things where you have to think about, you're measuring the risk to reward. Are you really trying to be the strongest person in the world? Or are you just trying to look better? Because you don't need to take steroids to look better. But let me know what you guys think about the whole use of steroids and things like that. The Tren twins, I mean, they've admitted to taking steroids. I mean, it's obvious with them too. Those guys are just huge and super strong as well. So, I mean, good on them for taking the risk, I suppose. But like I said, I am really a proponent of natural for all intents and purposes. Except for the select few that want to do competitive bodybuilding where you just have to take steroids, unfortunately, if you want to be able to get on stage with some of those guys. But if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and I hope to see you guys around. Peace!